So here at the Governor's Mansion, they're growing some tomatoes as you would expect them to, but also some fun things like hops and grapes. But right now, we're going to go see some fun things out at the GrowHaus: hydroponics, permaculture, and aquaponics with fish.
We're at the GrowHaus, which is a nonprofit center for food production, food distribution, and food education. We are in Elyria, Swansea, which is one of Denver's oldest neighborhoods, actually. It's a historic working class neighborhood. It's right on the edge of Denver, right by the stockyards and the Purina dog food factory. Kind of this island of homes in a really, really great community surrounded by all kinds of industrial and transportation infrastructure, and it lacks access to a lot of the basic services that we take for granted, most importantly for us, healthy food. Hydroponics is a recirculating system where you're not growing in any soil, you're just using water that goes around and around that has liquid nutrients in it. And so that's this farm behind me here. Aquaponics is similar, soilless, but instead of buying the nutrient, you're actually getting it from fish. So you're raising fish and plants together, and the waste from the fish is what fertilizes the plants. And then, of course, if you're growing edible fish, you can harvest those and eat them as well. And then permaculture is a whole system of ecological design that kind of tries to design entire ecosystems that are edible. So it's mimicking nature, looking at how nature works, and then creating edible ecosystems with fruit trees and berry bushes and things like that.
Hi, I'm Tanya Sawyer. I'm with Colorado Aquaponics, and we're here at the GrowHaus, which is a community center in a food desert neighborhood. To us, growing food was a key part of this. Connecting with the community was the second step, and then building a sustainable business was the third reason we started this. We're growing a variety of leafy green vegetables, salad greens, culinary cooking greens, a variety of herbs, and as well we've started to grow some additional fruiting crops. We've got 1,500 square feet of raft space. We have towers, which grow vertically a lot of our different foods. We have media beds, which give us the ability to grow the longer term fruiting crops. And we have a rotational cycle through the raft system. So we can have a 4-week life cycle of plants that get harvested on one end and transplanted out on the other. Our customer base is within 5 miles of our location. In fact, we put that barrier on ourselves. We wanted to be very local. We have customers from the neighborhood that purchase from us through the food basket program. We have our own CSA farm fresh food baskets that we sell to our school. And then as well, we have restaurants and marketplaces within that 5-mile radius. So we have a perfect combination of, we make some amount of donations to our community center, the GrowHaus, and as well then we can support the operating cost of the system through the purchases by restaurants and markets.
You know, a big part of the GrowHaus is just about educating ourselves as to where our food is coming from. And the truth is, a lot of the food that we get at the grocery store, even if it's organic, comes from these massive farms in California or outside of the country. Our vision at the GrowHaus is to really grow as sustainably as possible, using as low inputs as possible. You know, on an acre that could only grow a certain amount of leafy greens outside, and if you took that acre and put it under glass in a greenhouse and grew using aquaponics, you could probably get 10 times that yield with 10 times less water. We have classes on aquaponics about once a month to show you how you can do it in your own home. We also have a permaculture design course, which is a full immersion in this kind of paradigm. Our website lists a lot of our educational programs. It's just thegrowhaus.com. Also, the permaculture course that I mentioned, there's a whole website for that that's denverpdc.com. And we're starting our next course in October, so now's the perfect time to look into that and sign up. And then you can come to our weekly public tours on Friday and Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. You know, we have this food box program for people in the neighborhood where they can purchase food at a really affordable rate that's really local and healthy and organic. And then we also sell sponsorship boxes. So for folks from outside this neighborhood that are interested in trying our own leafy greens as well as food we're sourcing from lots of other local growers, they can go online and sign up for a sponsorship box and pick it up on a Saturday afternoon. We don't think that there's one silver bullet to fixing our broken food system. You know, we see ourselves here at the GrowHaus as one component in a whole ecosystem of players trying to figure out these solutions. We see this as viable on a much larger scale even than we're doing it here. And I think it has the potential to really transform the way we get our food.
So the GrowHaus was absolutely amazing. If you get the time, you really should check it out yourself. We're back at the Governor's Mansion, but not for long. We are headed to Tony's, where we're going to check out the regulations on Rocky Ford cantaloupe.